Hello and welcome back to this Trails in the Sky 3rd chapter Let's Play with me, jrpg. In the last episode, we learn a bit more about Rathenia, the sister of our Risse and friend of Kelvin Graham during this period, and we also found ourselves here in a otherworldly Grancel castle, and we did a little bit of exploring, found a couple more doors, which I've discovered. On this here, we actually have a link here which tells us what we need. So for Moon 1, brings me the engineer and accompanied by the ever-burning flames. So we evidently need Agate and Tita in order to do this. Moon 2 is the silver locks, so that is going to be the Scheherazade when we get her eventually, and there was one for Gisette and one for Estelle as well, but it's good that we got a link. But we should be making our way to Grancel Castle, as there is another door here. That is interesting. Bring to me the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. Only then shall the door open. So that must be Vander, so we will be getting him, which is something that I said I wanted. So Vander and also Julius Schwartz. Interesting, but there is a big old enemy here that we're going to have to fight by the looks of it. So, an armoured soldier is blocking the path. Attempt to defeat it. We certainly will. Okay, there is a lot of people here. Okay, this is going to be strong. What should I do? I think maybe this is a good idea first. Try and take out as many of these as possible is not the worst idea in the world. Let's take out these two as well. It feels like life will be a lot easier if we can do that, and then we can see Royce's S-craft for the first time that she earned last time when we defeated Bennu with the 77 Devils. Dope. Fuck me, look at this thing. Boom. Powerful, guys. Powerful. Boom. And then easily defeated.
I've worked up an appetite.
That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. We're close to a level 100 with everyone now, which is nice to see. As we defeated that one. As we've now unblocked a certain gate. But the seal here seems to be a seal. No. What's this magical symbol for? I believe it's locked by a spiritual power of some kind. We're unlikely to be able to force our way through as long as it remains active, I'm afraid. That's certainly how it seems, which means we're going to need to find some way to remove it, or we won't be able to get inside. Most likely, yeah. You alright with us leaving the castle until later then? I fear that we have little choice. I can only hope that Adios keeps everyone inside safe until we return. Shall we resume our search of the city in the meantime? That works. Hopefully we can find some way of getting inside while we're making the rounds. Certainly, so there seems to be a big block here, but we've defeated the Guardian there. And this has opened up a space to get into one of the blocks of Grancel. So let's go ahead and search there a little bit more. Everyone's attacking things. What I have done in between episodes is we went and got the best weapons for the rest of the guys apart from Julia, but this was the way that reopened here, so let's make our way this way. East block of Grancel. Let's get ourselves a nice little preemptive attack here. Guarded. That's annoying.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you
Nicely
rest in
done.
peace.
There for us. So we're gonna try and make sure we see everything we can. Here is the marketplace. Let's go up here and just quickly search the clock tower, etc. Quite eerie being in a completely abandoned Grancel, but we seem to be doing fairly easily done for it. So I'm guessing we are going to be getting Vander then, which is good. I will look forward to that. And seeing as there is combinations that we have to bring as we get to level 100, seems we can go above 100 in this game. I wonder if that's the case if you just played it straight up. So this is the Erebonian embassy here. Let's have a quick look to see the gate to the sewers, because usually the sewers there's stuff we can grab in there to see if we can make our way through. The door is locked. Okay, good to know. There is of course the arena up here, and then the two different embassies. Can we go into the arena? No, the arena is blocked as well. Okay, good to know, good to know. So it seems like the market, and let's check the Calvin embassy. Maybe we might be able to get Zin if we head into there. We're going to use the vital cannon here just to heal up everyone up as we can. And have Schwartz and everyone deal some damage along the way as we get a guard here. A death certainly is handy. Unfortunately, we can't use it on more than one, which would have been the perfect situation. But with everyone here, we should be able to deal with this definitely. As we get a level up for Reset, she learns Chain 2. Always handy. And we get a Purging Balm for our troubles as well. So, okay, the Calvin embassy is locked. So let's get into the department store here. See if there's anything to be found. A softening balm. Okay. This can't be the only thing we got here. Yes, there's another one. Septium drops. Found this piece of paper. So we got some septium drops, a recipe here. And then what have we got here? A proxy puppet. Always handy. Not clever enough for all these chest phases. So let's make our way here and take out this guy. As we will be fighting our way through. These new status effects do make it a lot easier to fight, I must say, compared to previous ones. But we're going to make our way towards the Erebonian embassy, because that seems to be the only place that we have the ability to enter in right now. Oh, no time to get comfy, huh? They just popped out of nowhere. Here they come. Okay. So we found ourselves in another battle of sorts. Let's think about what we can do here. Where's the area? Support ones. Mortal punishment. Let's try and take out these two, and we'll have a basic idea of how strong they are. Okay, they're pretty goddamn strong. Next turn, I am going to use the rallying for... we're going to use the rallying for your girl Julia, so we can get everyone's attack and speed up. But let's try and take out one of these as quick as we can. We're just going to attack this one because it was fairly close to the end. Cloak and Dagger. Okay, they have similar attacks to Josh, which is interesting. Attack orders. Here we go. Should help us all out pretty well. And then we'll use another Mortal Punishment here. And do we have anything that can stop? Yes, we do. The Impede here. We'll use not a Vital Cannon, a Smoke Cannon from Tita here. Because that takes out one. Another Cloak and Dagger. That is not good. Okay. It feels to me that a Fried Phoenix should be able to heal, but apparently not. So unfortunately, we've let your girl die there, which is not what we wanted. Let's do a 4-fight combo here. We don't have any other healing. No, that's very annoying. It's very, very annoying. Let's just take out this guy as fast as we can, and then we'll get on to healing at the next possible moment. It's annoying. As we get a tender poultry, and we're straight here. Right, I'm quickly gonna go heal Reset, and then I'll see you guys in a sec. So I went and healed Reset, and now we're back here in the Erebonian embassy. So let's have a little explore. I'm guessing this is where we're gonna get the Vander sealing stone. which would be very good, which means that we can knock out that moon door next to Grancel Castle. But let's make sure we do a thorough search of the area. There we go, so there's one sealing stone. Before we grab that, let's check everywhere else, because I don't want to miss any of these items. You are the real treasure. Thank you, chest. And we got some chests down here. A Bester coat. And then nothing else here. Who should we equip this to? We'll give it to Kevin. But let's get ourselves this final stepping stone. Sealing stone, sorry. Obtained sealing stone. Is that? Indeed. We found you and Tita inside stones just like this. At this point, it's safe to assume there's someone sealed inside too. Well, it's the Erebonian embassy, so maybe it's Olivia. Oh wait, Joshua was born in Erebonia too, wasn't he? I don't care what it is. I can't wait to find out who's inside. Well, there's only one way to know for sure. There's no rush, but should we try to make our way back to the base and soon and check for ourselves? I'd agree. So, let us use the cube. The second plane. Okay. It's good to know. Let's head to the Hermit's Garden. And unlock. I'm guessing this is going to be Vander. So let's unleash this stone here. I can't wait to see how pretty they are. Sorry, I can't believe how pretty they are. Words, guys. So this was how I was released too, was it? Guessing we're gonna have this for every single person that we end up collecting on this journey. Okay. So we've unlocked another seal. The seals to the eastern block of Grancel are now undone. And my guess is Vander? That looks like... Ugh. What was that? A stun grenade? Fall back, Olivia. The target is likely to be... What? It really is you. Captain Scharz, what are you doing here? Huh? Just where is this? What happened to Olivia? So, this is... You were with the prince when you were drawn in here? Allow me to explain what we know of our current situation. If you have any questions, I would happily try and answer them. Interesting. We get Vander. I see. I must admit, all this is a little much to take in at once. I'm tempted to think I'll wake up any minute to find I've been dreaming. I felt it much the same at first, Major. I've been here for a while now, though, and I still find myself doubting all of this, if all of this is even real. I'm too hard-headed for my own good, I fear. They're similar in more ways than one. In any case, we don't have the luxury of time on our side. I'm concerned about that full safety, so allow me to assist you in your search. We'll happily have you. Incidentally, before we get going, what kind of situation were you in when the light started surrounding you? Well, the two of us were in Palm, conducting an inspection. Night arrived, and the two of us were on our way back to the hotel when we were staying. That's when it happened, completely without warning. I can't say for sure, but given that he was with me, he may be caught up in this as well. Parm? That's the southernmost town of Erebonia, right? That's right. It happened to be the closest Erebonian town to Liberl. Sorry to interrupt, but may I ask something? Who was Olivia you keep referring to? Oh, he's just one of the guys who came with us to that flying city, Prince Silvert. You wouldn't think he was a prince if you met him, though. He's easygoing and fun to be around. I'm not sure I could disagree any more with that last part if I tried. He delights in living a life of excessive debauchery and constantly exhausts those unfortunate enough to be around him at every waking hour. You shouldn't really... As the Pride Prince of Erebonia, you would think Vander would get into trouble for that, but you know as well as I do, there's more to him than that, of course. Words of his exploits have, since returning to Empire, have been reaching Liberl Ark. If they're to be believed, he's become quite the adored high-class social gatherings. It's true he managed to voice cause him too much of a stir by keeping his usual act so far, but who knows what the rumors will start spreading when he reveals his true colors. Well, keep hanging in there, buddy. Of course, Olivia is bisexual, so maybe he's saying that the Erebonian high class may not be too fond of that. I wonder if homophobia is a thing in this universe. They've not really brought it up. I mean, the fact that he's quite openly like that in Liberl shows that it may be the case in Liberl, that that's kind of normal, but but it might not be the case in the Empire. Anyway, we'll find that out when we get there eventually. Something wrong, we say? Nothing at all. It's interesting how people we found out so far all seem to know one another. This can't simply be coincidence. Perhaps only people who met that condition ended up getting surrounded by that white light and coming here. Maybe? Well, logic does seem to add up. At the very least, it appears to be linking some of the imprisoned in one of these stones you spoke of. You mentioned before that finding and sealing stones contain any of the Arcells or Grancel residents, correct? Despite encountering both ship and the city itself in an abnormal state. That's correct. I haven't even thought of that. It's good food for thought while we keep exploring. Right now, our focus needs to be what's happened to Grancel. Indeed. I'd like to accompany you if that's possible. Fastest way for me to accept the situation I'm in would be to experience it firsthand. So we've got our first here, and then obviously we're going to have to be dropping Tita, unfortunately, for Mueller Vander. From this point, it'll be possible to switch members in and out of the party from the garden. To do this, select the party icon displayed on the screen. Members who aren't mandatory at this point in time should be switched freely. It's possible to view changes to the equipment augment reserved members from the camp menu while in the garden as well. Well, take care, okay? You got it. We'll keep having an eye things in the garden for you. If you ever find yourself in danger, don't try to do anything dangerous, alright? Alright. What was that? Kevin, was that?
Yep, it's our old pal the cube again.
Visitors from afar. Possessors of the cube. A woman's voice? And who might she be?
I wish I knew. Whoever she is, it doesn't seem like she can hear us.
You seem to be gathering strength. Well, I will unlock another of the cube's powers.
About remote abilities. In the cube menu, you can select a character not in the active party to set as a support member. This support member will confer certain benefits in the active party. Each character has a different set of benefits they can provide, including raising stats, dropping rates, and more.
Again, the power of the malevolent one is much too great. I pray that your bonds will become a great light that will let you prevail.
This is going very slow. ... Okay, so we can have one party member in support who's not with us. I fear I may have underestimated just how bizarre the situation this is. Regardless, whoever she may be, it doesn't sound like she means us any harm.
Indeed, the Grilsritter is clearly our enemy, but the woman doesn't seem to be so far. That said, I wouldn't place too much trust in her yet. We still don't know who she is.
Well, thanks to her, we got a few neat features on the cube to play around with. You guys up for seeing how they work?
Let's have a look at this cube. So we can do one with the support, and then what this does is... Okay. So it takes away our speed, but it gives us better dexterity and everything else. We should, of course, look at old Mueller here and see what we've got here. None of these are good. We'll put a proxy puppet on him. Let's check out his augment setup. However... Okay, so he's got an attack 2 and action 2, HP 2. Let's see what we can give him here that might be helpful. Giving him evade sounds good to me too. And then... he's already got a hit 1. So let's see if we can try and give him something else so we can make sure he has... what's the word? To make sure that he has some of the special space-time and mirage magics. Ooh, move 2, we will synthesize one of them, thank you very much. Mirage, EP1, EP2. Getting him a time seems like a good idea to me. And blind here, I want to definitely grab some of these because they're always handy. So let's equip that on to... Here we go. Let's give him cast 1. That gives him soul bar as well. Is there anything here that we can move or give an upgrade to? We can put move 2 to here. Always good. Right.
So I think we're, without further ado, let's make our way with the cube back to Grancel. Grancel S block. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head straight towards that main door because we have 2 of the participating characters. So let's do that before we go and search the rest of the area. Mueller appears to be a double-wielding sword fighter. I will check out his S-crafts right now. So he's got Ragnarblind, draws foes in range, knocks them unconscious, cuts through enemy lines with fine footwork, funnels foes with elegant blade work, and throws a dagger to prevent arts and crafts. That is very handy. And then he's got a powerful slash. His S-craft is Righteous Witness. Okay. Oh, and it has our remote ability up in the corner, which is very good. A good addition. I am glad. This is a very like me setup here compared to everyone else. I should have really gone and drank from the tree at this point. Oh, we've got a stronger enemies now here. We've got the dark blades and the things we had previously, but we should be okay, perhaps. Let's do a soul burr to this guy. We'll do another soul burr to this guy. We'll just attack with Risei, with sorry, not with Risei, with Kevin. Then let's try one of these arts. Okay, that thing does not do damage but confuses, so that's good to know. We're going to attack him with Risei Argent, and then just do some soul blurs to this dark blade. There we go. Nicely done. So we get a level up for Kevin, as he is now 101. Right. To unlock the new area, what's more important is we've got ourselves a door here. Let's use some of our healing items on these guys just to make sure that they are ready for the upcoming, what I'm guessing will be a joint battle. If I was to guess as to what's going to happen in the later versions of these games, I would probably say that Scharz and Vander are going to end up becoming a couple. Anyway, only the door then shall open. Should we open the door? We certainly will. A star chamber. I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Roughly 2 months after the crisis that struck Liberl came to an end. This concludes my report on all that transpired here 2 months prior. I cannot thank you enough for your above and beyond efforts, Captain. Bringing an end to the chaos and restoring hope to its people was no easy task. You should truly be proud of yourself. Your Majesty, please. I have done nothing to deserve such praise. I would beg to differ, and that's why I want to thank you on behalf of every one of Liberl's citizens. Not only did you ensure our safety, but you went from place to place aiding in the restoration as well. Now continue to be just as busy serving the leader of the Royal Guard. You deserve all the thanks you get. I really am proud of you, Captain Scharz. I am honoured, Your Majesty. I believe that I'll be able to formally present you with at least one medal for your achievements at a later date too. General Morgan seems to think a promotion is almost assured as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds in store for you. But Your Majesty, I must object. The reason this crisis was resolved at all was because of the efforts of countless people, all of whom gave their all for Liberl's sake. My contribution was a minor part of a much, much greater whole. I don't feel it would be appropriate for me to be able to be receiving medals or promotions. Captain, I agree that countless people contributed to achieving the place that we now have. Everyone who fought, everyone who tried to protect their loved ones, who endured the suffering they faced, contributed in some way. But I believe it's clear to everyone that without the Arcel, the crisis would not have seen the conclusion that it did. And the one who commanded the Arcel was you. That is very true. Be that as it may, the medals are one thing, but I can't possibly consider accepting a promotion.
I feel though, as I've barely spent all that much time in my current position, so assuming one with greater responsibility would be, there's no need to be modest. In my opinion, you've accomplished much more in your current position than you seem to believe you have. Actually, Captain, I'd like to propose you take the rest of the day off. How would you feel about that? May I ask, Your Majesty? I'm not sure I quite understand. As mentioned, I want to show my thanks to you for all that you did, but I believe there'd be better ways to do that than formal meetings like these. You certainly deserve some rest too, given how exhausting going back and forth between military HQ and the castle practically every day must be. I've been receiving messages from members of the Royal Guard saying they would like for you to take a break as well. I'm terribly sorry you have to listen to such complaints, Your Majesty. It was certainly not my intent that you should be troubled so. So who was it? Lux, Leon? It could easily be both of them, knowing them. I'm used to them telling me as much every time they see me. Cannot believe they chose to bother Her Majesty with this issue. As such, I would like you to take a remainder of the day off and use it to relax. That way you can return to your duties tomorrow, feeling refreshed and ready to work for the good of this nation and you. Very well. Is that your wish, Your Majesty? I, Captain Julia Schwartz of the Royal Guard, accept your proposal and shall take leave of my duties for the remainder of the day. A promotion. Ordinarily receiving one requests for elevation, but for me... Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Captain. I hear you've been given the rest of the day off. That's right, yes. I'm amazed you've already known that when I was just told myself. It's not at all amazing, really. Leon was trying to make sure everyone knew all over communication network from Leiston. I hear Echo appealed directly to Her Majesty even. Directly? I can't believe it. He did look like he had something he wanted to say to me last time I saw him. What was with them? I wish we could have helped with repairing the Arcel too, though. I hear the repairs are running a little behind schedule too. Wonder how things are going over there. You need not worry about the Arcel's repairs. The only reason those three were still at Leiston Fortress is that they wouldn't take no for an answer and insisted on staying. The repairs are currently being carried under Gustav, the medicine chief from ZCF. They'd be completed properly. They'll be, sorry. Incidentally, do you know if Her Highness has left already? Yes, in fact. Claudia left not long ago if you're looking for her. Oh, Julian. God, this voice. She's going to expect the Royal Villa. Were you not aware of this? Your Grace, I was not. I'd very much have liked to accompany her over there, if I am truthful. I suppose that comes as no surprise. You always have been one to put yourself forward to escort her at every opportunity. I can't say I understand why. Simple escort jobs are below your current rank. I suppose so. Sure, still, I'm sure she's well. She's a number of trustworthy guardsmen with her. Try not to fret over her too much. Of course, you're right. Thank you, Your Grace. And with that, we're leaving, Philip. There's work to be done. Just a moment, Your Grace. Please not try to be too downhearted. What are you doing, Philip? I said there was work to be done. My apologies. Of course, in the last game we learned that Philip was like the old Royal Guard leader. And that Julia took over from him. It looks as though I missed Her Highness yet again. Still, we're both busy with our duties, that no wonder it keeps happening. It's incredible how much Duke Jonan's changed. Tell me about it. Apparently he's often seen in the administrative room, working genuinely hard lately. He was one who proposed paying compensation out a while back too. I always thought of him as a good-for-nothing slob, but there's more to him than that. He's finally showing that he shares Her Majesty's blood after all. You're on duty. Enough idle chatter. My apologies. Are you seemingly aware I will be absent from the castle for the remainder of the day? Expect the two of you to take care of things in my absence. Yes, Mom. Take care. Okay. Being granted the day off is all good and well in theory, but I haven't had one in so long I haven't had the faintest idea what to do with it. Should I go shopping? Perhaps do maintenance work on my equipment? Would it be best to return to my room and reading a book? No, I need more than simply rest with my time. I need to use it productively. I know, wouldn't it be nice to take a light stroll along the scenic route? I haven't done that in ages. Really excellent use of my time, even. Is this where she's gonna meet Vander? Is it really that Julia has returned to Grancel? Where is she? Where is she? Please don't push. Everyone, stay calm. What is exactly going on here? Captain, why did you have to come now? It's dangerous here. Please retreat back to the castle at once. It's Julia. What?
Okay, because we kind of knew this, but Tita's mum, Erika, kind of been obsessed with Julia. It seems like Julia has, since the end of the last game, become somewhat of a celebrity here in Liberl.
What the devil is this? Julia? What?
Seems to be particularly adored by the female contingent of Liberl. Which is, I must admit, is rather odd. Are we now going to see Mueller's?
Captain Sports, we've locked the gates for the time being. You weren't hurt, are you? No, I'm fine. What just happened? Well, they appear to be some rather ardent fans of yours, Captain. You know, they did have a rather large number of fan letters arrive to the castle this morning. I wonder if this could be related to all of this. Fan letters? Apparently some magazine company put together a special feature on you yesterday. It was full of information of what you were up to on that flying city. Oh, that reminds me. A few people claimed to be from Liberl News came here while you were away. They said they were putting together a feature to capitalize on your popularity, so they wanted to gather material for it.
There we go. So that's what it is. It's Niall and Dorothy have gone and made a bad time.
I think I've heard enough. I can probably fill the rest of the day myself. Why am I getting this kind of attention? Fan letters? Magazine articles? Why am I being treated like someone special? I'm not at all. First Her Majesty praising me more than I deserve, and now this. All I really wanted to do was protect Her Highness, that's all. That's what I have to do now, too. But the opportunity to actually go with her and escort her rarely seems to present itself anymore. May I be forced to accept that this is how things will be going forward? Thank you for your time today, Archbishop. I will conduct Mass again tomorrow at 8. Could I ask for you to pass that on to Her Majesty? It would be my pleasure. Oh, if it isn't Julia. I wasn't expecting to find you here. Is something the matter? Oh, not at all. Good day to you, Archbishop. It's good to see you again, Julia. I haven't seen you for some time. You had me a little concerned. I'm terribly sorry for worrying you. I'd also like to apologize for not attending Mass so late. Oh, it's no trouble. I'm well aware of how busy you are. I'll ask you in busy times you face. No matter how busy you become, you must never lose sight of yourself. What matters most is always close at hand. Thank you, Archbishop. I'll take what you say to heart. Excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should really be on my way. Good day. Actually, there is one way I may be able to get out of here. Archbishop Current, please wait. Everyone, please move a little farther from the castle gates. Please, a little more. If everyone please remain calm. It's Julia. She's coming out. She's coming out.
Of course.
Oh, it's just the Archbishop and his sister. Come now, everyone. Move aside and let us pass.
Sister Ellen is obviously Julia.
Phew. It looks like your plan ended up working, Julia. Fortunately, yes. I'm sorry for causing you trouble yet again. Not to worry. You may have my sympathies, even. They seem to be somewhat fervent admirers back there.
And here we have... Mueller Vander.
Major Vander? What is he doing here? I thought he already left Liberl.
This is quite a surprise. I wasn't aware you were also a sister of the church, Captain Swartz.
You can tell? I am, well,
I should be back in Arbonia, but I'm still having a little cleaning up after that full to do, so I ended up having to come back here again in the end. Would have liked to take time to go and greet you, but the chance ultimately never presented itself. Nevertheless, I'm pleased we're able to meet again, Captain. Where's his sister Julia now?
Major. It appears to me there's a little point in trying to disguise your identity from this man. Perhaps you needn't bother. Regardless, I have preparations to make for this afternoon's mass, so I should excuse myself. Good day to you both. Archbishop?
So, the infamous Archbishop Karen, was it? Perhaps I should have taken a chance to introduce myself properly to him.
Major? I should probably explain how I ended up in this situation, you see. I wish I could have stayed a little longer, but I've really got to get going. I wish I could have got a close look at Julia, though. I thought this was finally going to be my chance. She's so dreamy.
The hordes.
They're starting to make their way back. If they find me here, I'm doomed.
Should you like, Captain, I would happily help you disguise yourself.
Pardon?
I can't pretend to be familiar with your situation, but I can see you aren't comfortable with being discovered here. In these situations, your instinct may be to hide, but I believe the best thing to do is the exact opposite. If it works you, I happily accompany you somewhere a little safer.
My, thank you. Julia. Please do, right away.
My pleasure.
I suppose it was my imagination. It must have been.
Hiding in plain sight. Well, this area seems to be empty. Will this be fair enough, you think?
It should be. Phew. I can't apologize enough for this, Major.
Oh, think nothing of it. I'm used to having to run around without being discovered, usually because Olivier's caused some kind of predicament.
I can see that. I'm ashamed of what happened, though. I let a simple commotion like that ruin my plans to go outside the city on my day off. I wouldn't be able to calm the situation at all. I wouldn't be able to leave the castle without resorting to disguise.
I'm not sure you have any reason to be blaming yourself here, Captain.
I'm afraid I must disagree. As a member of the Royal Guard, I am utterly useless. This is the first time that I felt that way. During the coup d'etat, I was powerless. I should be able to protect Her Highness, yet she ended up being captured and placed in danger. The same was true in Grancel when she was attacked by Orboros too. Not only could I not protect Her Majesty from being endangered by them, I wasn't even able to be anywhere near her. I, of all people, should have been right by her side in the hour of need. How dare I learn of what happened only after the fact? I'm not fit to serve them.
While I certainly understand your frustrations, they are both safe, were they not? Surely this is what counts above all. Much as we may wish to be, no human is omnipotent. Neither of us are any exception to that.
I understand, or at least I want to believe that I do. But to make matters worse, I now find out there are magazine articles about me, making me out to be some kind of giant hero. There's even talk of me being promoted. I don't even feel like I've done my job in a way worthy of praise, never mind anything to deserve to be given a high position. No more of that is what bothers me. None of that is what bothers me the most. People want to give me a greater praise than I deserve, let them. And receiving a promotion isn't in and of itself a cause to be unhappy. More the opposite, on paper at least. But in reality, it will result in me becoming busier because of my new duties, which will result in me ending up even further away from Her Highness than I am now. I'm a little envious of you, to tell the truth, Major. You've always been able to go out and escort Prince Olivet like it's the most unnatural thing in the world. Maybe you weren't always by his side, but you were when he needed you the most. You did more to escort him too. You were able to help him and aid him in ways beyond the call of duty. By comparison, I can't seem to be able to help Her Highness at all. I can't even lend her an ear when she is plagued with worry. When she's agonizing over whether to assume her position as Crown Princess, I couldn't do a single thing for her.
I feel somewhat reluctant to give my opinion here, as I can hardly pretend to be well versed in your situation, but from where I stand, your position seems to be a more fortunate one.
How so? What exactly do you mean, Major?
I don't mean to offend you, so I apologize if I did, but protecting that fool is a test that I was thrust upon me the moment I was born. Between us, I find myself envious of your natural loyalty to the ones you serve.
Cool, yeah, because we don't really know how it works in Erebonian society, so maybe Vander's born into a house of guards? Is that how it works? I don't know. Anyway, the moment you were born? Right, you're a Vander.
We're a military family who traditionally serves the Imperial family, yes. My luck for anything less than a hectic life ran out the second I was given it, I fear.
That's certainly a great responsibility to be destined to fulfill. Especially when you're chosen to protect Prince Olivet of all people.
Quite so. Still, my point stands. I do believe that it's a happy, fortunate thing to be able to serve and devote yourself to those you genuinely care for. I may hardly be an expert on the subject of seeing as Her Highness is much less of a handful, but am I wrong?
No, I see your point. Perhaps I should be able to sit and worry about something like this as a luxury. Although whether someone who isn't able to defend Her Royal Highness can really be called a member of the Royal Guard is another issue entirely.
I mean, you've done pretty well, Captain. if you'd like. I'll be happy to teach you a good way to clear your head.
To clear my head, you say?
Indeed, still. I would like you to keep this off the record.
Interesting. Okay.
This will be a one-round duel. Both arts and items may be used.
So, this is what you had in mind? Can't say I feel specifically confident about my chances defeating a warrior of the famed Vander family, but I'll certainly try.
There's no need to be modest. Well, Captain, let us begin.
Okay. Okay.
My soul-lit sword.
Woohoo! We definitely made the right choice there.
With the guard.
Definitely did the right thing with the guard at the right time. I did not plan that, I swear to you. Let's do ourselves the Trinity kit. Twice. Okay, he is goddamn strong though. So we do need to be careful. So we're doing a Lost Mobius here. Give me a second, guys. We'll see Mr. Vander's attack. That's fine. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. It was seemingly struggling here, so I wanted to give itself a best chance. Let's do that. Okay. We should heal ourselves, is what I'm sensing here. Okay, we need to be careful there. Okay, so we need to make sure we heal ourselves, is what I'm gathering here. What items have we got? We've just got healing items. Okay. Then we should have just attacked, I believe. Might be the best choice for now. Get one Blade Dancer here. That's fine. Let's do our Trinity twice. Hound Gale. That's fine. It's annoying that we don't have the ability to heal again. Oh, so we use all of that. Okay. Let's just attack. Okay, can we not win this fight? Because that feels very annoying if we can't. There we go. Hound Gale is annoying. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, okay. Okay, we lost. I knew you would be formidable, but not quite like this.
Captain, may I ask something? What did you lose by being defeated?
I'm not sure I understand.
The easiest way to determine the true worth of something is to imagine how things would be if you were to lose it. Now, when you do that, you start to see things how they really are beyond simple logic. Imagine you were to vanish from the world, and you still possess the ability to think. Would there be anything left lingering on your mind? Anything that worried? Something that you wish you could do? If that is so, that is what you should do most.
Those are excellent questions, Major. I think I finally know what to do. I cannot thank you enough. Thanks to you, I can finally see the path I ought to take. I'll be sure to take all you've taught me today to heart.
Don't assume I thought of any of what I said or done today myself. I often would cross swords with my uncle to clear my frustrations from having to deal with my own insufferable charge. Well, it's probably time I thought about returning to Erbonia. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm feeling a hint of concern for his well-being.
Only a hint. Please give my regards to the prince when you see him then.
I shall. And give mine to Princess Claudia as well. Cute. It was that moment I made the decision in my heart. I would do all I could to support Her Highness, the nature's future queen, but to that end I also resolved to accept whatever promotions I received. No doubt further I moved up in ranks, the more my chances to actually meet with her would decrease. But even if we can't meet in person, even if I have to do it from afar, I want to be able to support her. Perhaps this decision is a selfish one, but I do hope you can forgive me for making it, Your Highness. I feel somewhat reluctant to disturb Her Majesty while she's busy at work, but... Is that you, Julia? Scree! Your Highness, Siege, how come you're back here already? Oh, did you think I was still over at the villa? I expected to be too, but there wasn't many people there today, so I was able to leave earlier than expected. I see. I'm surprised to see you here, actually. I thought you'd been given the day off. Oh, you knew? Indeed, I had. I ended up running into a friend I don't think I've many opportunities to spend time with. The time we spent together simply flew by. I owe my deepest thanks to Her Majesty for giving me the opportunity. I'm happy to hear that. Julia? I realize this may feel a little out of nowhere, but I want to thank you for always supporting me. Goodness, that is out of nowhere. But something I would have done ages ago. Can't believe it's taken me this long to state the obvious. Everything my parents would otherwise have taught me, you end up doing in their place. How to fight, how to act, how to think. It's like I'm only starting to realize how much of what makes me myself are the things I learned from you. I feel like I've grown up since seeing you as a role model. I remember Grandmother laughing at me at one point about how similar I am to you. Even if the little things like how I walk and move, she just says, I'm just like you. She's like a big sis. Julia? Something the matter? No. All this time I really had been by her side. I spent all this time worrying because I couldn't see her by mine, but as far as she was concerned, I was always there. I truly am beyond help. Chloe, may I say something? I don't believe I'll be able to wait upon you as I always have any longer, but even now I do wish to do all I can do to protect and support you. I wish to continue being a retainer, your friend, and your sister as well, so please try not to overexert yourself during my absence, and even though I'm not able to be near you all the time, I still want you to know that you can always call upon me if you need me. Yeah, of course I will. Though I can't promise I won't find myself unintentionally taking advantage of your kindness when I do. I'm always happy to have you to depend on. I'll always be glad you feel that way. Scree is, of course, actually Julia's, if I'm correct. As Chloe, the afternoon, they were able to enjoy a few relaxing cups of tea together. Despite her initial resistance, Julia's day off proved to be more enjoyable than she expected, and it seemed to be inevitable that the fragrance of the tea she drank that day would remain in her memories forever. This game is so well written compared to other JRPGs. Side story, Julia's day off finished. Received Septium Vein, 3000 Mirror. Nicely done. As we have conquered this moon door. We don't need to replay all of that, but I think that's a good place to say. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on Trails in the Sky, the third. Peace.